Imagine a bird that can fly over the ocean for 1,000 kilometers without flapping its wings even once. Not figuratively, but literally. Scientists who attached special sensors to the albatross made an incredible discovery. In favorable weather, this bird can soar for tens of minutes at a time, only rarely moving its wings, and its heart rate during flight is almost no different from when it is completely at rest. In other words, flying over a raging ocean for an albatross is just like us sitting in a comfortable armchair, incredibly easy. It takes just one lazy flap of its wings, and it glides again in long, silent suspension. Today, we are talking about the albatross. And believe me, by the end of this video, you will look at this giant bird in a completely different way. It is not just a large sea gull, as many people think. It is the absolute champion of our planet when it comes to the art of flight. This creature, which unlocked the secret of free movement through the air and circles the globe faster than any human, lives an incredibly long life. Some of these birds are actually older than most of the people studying them right now. But how is it possible to fly without flapping your wings? First, let us understand the scale. The albatross has the largest wingspan of any bird on Earth. In the wandering albatross, the wingspan reaches 3.5 meters. That means it is taller than 2 adult humans stacked on top of each other. Imagine a bird that, with its wings spread wide, completely covers the length of a passenger car. At the same time, its wings are incredibly narrow, long, and sharp like a blade. And this exact shape is the key to everything. How can it soar for hours without spending any energy? The answer lies in its masterclass use of the ocean wind. Near the surface of the water, the wind hits the waves and slows down, but just a few meters higher, it blows much stronger. As a result, an invisible staircase of air layers moving at different speeds is created. The albatross has learned to literally steal energy from this difference. This method is called dynamic soaring. Here is how it works. The bird rises against the wind into the fast upper layers, where the headwind launches it upward. Reaching the highest point, the albatross turns sharply, dives downward, and accelerates even more. Near the water in the slow layer, it makes another turn and repeats the cycle. The albatross slides through invisible, endless hills made of wind, capturing the power of the air for itself. It barely needs any muscles. Instead, nature itself does all the work. But there is another secret. A special anatomical lock is hidden inside the albatross's shoulders. A unique tendon mechanism allows it to lock the wings in an open position without any muscle effort. The bird simply clicks them into place and glides like a sailplane. Meanwhile, its muscles completely rest. This is exactly why its heart beats so calmly during flight. While a tiny sparrow exhausts itself by continuously flapping its wings, the albatross merges with the airflow. A sparrow in flight is like a breathless sprinter, while an albatross is like a skier zooming down a mountain. This economical flight allows it to live in the open ocean for months at a time. Albatrosses can circumnavigate Antarctica in just 1.5 months, completing a trip around the world. Over a lifetime, they leave millions of kilometers behind, which is like flying to the moon and back several times. They can even sleep in the air by turning off the left and right hemispheres of their brain one by one. And they find food from kilometers away using their sense of smell, literally reading the ocean like a map. Albatrosses are incredibly long-lived birds. They easily live up to 50 years, and the famous female albatross named Wisdom has lived for over 70 years and is still raising chicks. She was flying over the waves back when humanity had not launched a single satellite into space. These birds spend years learning unique courtship dances to form lifelong partnerships. These are not just giant seagulls. These are the masters of the wind who discovered the main secret that our aviation is still struggling to solve: how to travel vast distances while spending almost zero energy. The next time you see this bird over the waves, know this: before you stands living proof that nature learned to fly for free a long time ago.